first off, congrats on just today and everything it means for you and your family. What's been your initial reactions to this whirlwind of a day?
No, just really excited for this opportunity and just for signing for Sounders. It's a dream come true. All the hard work that I've put in since I was little and all the people that have helped me throughout the way, just want to give them a big thank you as well. Just super excited for this opportunity.
So rewind a couple years ago when you were making your decision in Vegas of what your next step was going to be. Why did you choose Seattle?
Partly because of the development they gave the youth players. That was a big part of my decision, and I feel like Sounders is one of the best clubs at doing that, just focusing on the youth academy and developing them to get them to their first team, and I think it's paid off.
What was your preseason experience like, just being with the guys in the first team and just every day living with them and hanging out with Victor especially?
It was amazing, just learning from the pros every day, like how they eat and how they perform. It's just really amazing just hanging out with them and seeing their high level as well on the pitch. It's just great.
Has all this surprised you at all, like how fast this happened? Could you have even imagined you would be up with the first team at 15?
It surprised me a lot. It's been really quick, but I mean, a lot of hard work has got to me where I've been today. So, yeah, but it's been really surprising. So, it's good.
You were obviously with some of the first team during the international break, but knowing that you signed and being out there today, did it feel any different to you?
No, I didn't really feel any different. Like just being with them, like for a couple weeks or months now, I've got used to like the training sessions and just being with them now. So it's kind of like a regular thing now. So I'm used to it.
How do you get to practice? You don't drive, right?
No, I don't drive. One of my home stay, I live with my teammate and he drives me here. So.
You have that Tacoma Defiance background. What did it mean to get so many minutes down there with Defiance this season to prep you for this MLS move?
It was great, just getting all those minutes, especially with Tacoma Defiance with a great crowd and something like new like that, a new identity. It was great just getting all those minutes as a pro team, so it was good.
Knowing that you have coaches across the academy, Defiance, and now the first team that you can talk to help you with learning, what does it mean to have so many options and voices that you can go to?
It's great just like having a lot of people to go to like when I need advice, so I feel like I've learned a lot with them since the academy and now with first team coaches, so I have a lot of options to go to, so it's great learning with them.
Is there one particular player that you feel more comfortable talking to, whether it's because of the position or the relationship?
Probably Victor and Nico, since I spent a lot of time with them in preseason. They really helped me a lot, like telling me, giving me advice on the field and off the field as well, so I speak with them a lot.
What's the biggest thing that they've said to you?
Just be humble and just keep grinding, work hard, that's all they say. So.
What are your immediate goals now that you've accomplished this milestone personally on the field?
Well, my goal is to start a MLS match and maybe make the U17 World Cup roster. So that's two of my goals this season.
A lot of young players are all about scoring goals, but that's not really your game. You've talked about setting the tempo and controlling the game through playing that deeper role. What do you like about the defensive midfield role that you seem to be in?
Yeah, well, I like seeing the whole field and just like being able to control the speed of the game. So I like getting on the ball a lot. So as a midfielder in that deeper role, I get the chance of just getting on the ball and controlling the tempo, like you said.
So Danny, how do you consider yourself an attacking player or a defensive player?
I consider myself both. Like I used to play 10 in the academy and now deeper role, but I can play wherever the coach puts me. So I think I'm both of them, versatile.
What's been the hardest thing to maybe get used to from what you were playing in Tacoma and now the games you've had with the first team?
I think just the physical trait of it, like especially since we're playing against grown men, it's kind of a little bit more difficult. But that's probably the hardest thing to adjust to. But I got used to it, so it's good.
How do you get around that? I mean, obviously you can't bulk up real fast. I mean, how do you kind of get around that on the field?
Well, since they're bigger and faster, I just have to think before I get the ball and just play quicker when I have the ball and be more intelligent before I get it. That's how I try to play against that.
Arthur was kind of mentioning a little bit of the sacrifices that he heard from your family that you made. Like you didn't go to birthday parties or anything. You went to do soccer. Tell me a little bit about that, like some of the childhood things that we might have done, but you made a sacrifice.
Yeah, it's a very different life. I'm just sacrificing a lot, like family, parties, hanging out with friends. You have to sacrifice a lot just to be on the field, putting in the hours to work hard, and just knowing that if you want to get to your goal, you have to sacrifice something. So.
Is that something you had to repeat to yourself? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Sometimes I just wanted to sometimes hang out with my friends, but I knew what I wanted, and so I had to work for it.
So it feels like you paid off
right
now.
Definitely.
Why do you like soccer?
Just the passion of it, and just it runs in my family as well. They've taught me since a little age, and I just really like the sport.
Who else?
My dad, obviously my sister too.
Okay, cool.
So.
You're really close to the group of guys that were in preseason camp. How have they, talked to you the last couple of days, knowing that this was happening and you were signing the first team deal?
Obviously, they're really excited for me as well, signing with the first team. They think I can be a big help to the team in the future. They also just keep reminding me of the hard work that needs to be done and how my future can be paved off with that.
So, Danny, what can you tell the younger players that are in the academy and other teams in the area and the country? What would be the message for them to be successful and be at this stage?
Just stay focused and put in the hard work, be very disciplined, and there's a million other kids in the world trying to achieve the same goal, so if you want to get there, you have to put the extra work as well.
You played in the preseason. Is it going to feel any different when you get on that field officially for the first time as a Sounder?
It felt, really different with the crowd. I mean, that crowd was kind of nervous at first, but I got used to it once I got on the ball. Just played my game, so it was good.
What about studies? Like how do you kind of balance high school stuff?
So I do online school here at Starfire, and Diane Carney is a big help to me with that. She helps me bounce it off with school and soccer. We train in the morning, so that online school really helps me a lot in balancing my hours. So
usually there's talking balance it. You never know what's going to happen in the future. What other interests do you have? I mean, have you ever thought about something else?
Not really, but I do plan on going to college after the career. But that's one of my goals. I want to go to college, also have an education. So I think that's important.